Hey guys, I just thought I'd pop on and do a quick little video. This is for my SGC submission for May through Bubbles and Ball Cards. They want them by May 5th, so I kind of got to get them in the mail a little sooner than that, because she can take up to 10 days to get through customs and all the stuff that needs to get down to the States. So as always, 4 cards. I went with something a little bit different this submission. It's the regular 4 cards, but none of these are pricey. None of these are crazy. They're all 90s, but I'm shooting for a 9.5 to a 10 on all of these cards. They are all in absolutely fantastic shape. Like I said, none of these are really expensive. The first one is the 1999 Upper Deck MVP, Michael Jordan. This is from the Dynamics insert set. It was a 6-card insert set. Inserted 1 in 27 packs. So the Jordan being a 6-card subset, it is a 1 in 162 packs to pull the Jordan. Nothing crazy spectacular about this insert set or anything. It is it's a nice looking card, but just when it showed up, it was just basically flawless. I couldn't find, if they're gonna say anything, it's the whole front is like a foil board, and and it's not a nice smooth surface either. Because it's a foil board, it's got a little bit rougher texture. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry about the wicked glare. Someday I'll figure out lighting, but not today. But it has a little bit rougher surface, and because of that, I think the edges, and it's just the foil board. It's just the way it was cut and the foil board. You can kind of see the way the light gets that, but it's not a rough surface. It's just, or not a rough edge. It's just the surface of the card is not that smooth. So, but there's no scratches. There's no dimples, no major dimples or anything. The corners are all sharp. The back, the centering is good. But so like when this card showed up, I was like, this is a ridiculously clean card. So, she's going in 9.5 or 10. Same seller, actually bought a couple cards off of them, and they all showed up in unbelievably good shape. This is 1998 Upper Deck Collector's Choice, Star Quest. They did Star Quest for a couple years. I think they did 80 or 97, 98, and 99, I think. Maybe 96. 97, 98, 99 for sure. This is the blue. There was the blue. What was there? A blue, a green, a red, and then a gold. The blue was the easiest to get. There's 1 per pack. 1 per pack, and it was a 30-card insert set. So the Jordan's really only a 1 in 30 pack pull. But again, it is still a Jordan. It is still an insert set, but and this one has like a foil on it too. But man, when this thing showed up, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, it's an absolutely pack fresh, incredible condition. So I was going for a 9.5. What is that? Oh, that's on the case. A 9.5 or a 10 on this card as well. What was it? The blues were 1 per pack. The greens were 1 in 8. The reds were 1 in 23. And the golds, I don't know. I couldn't find any info on the golds. So yeah, this isn't and these were each only maybe like $5, not even $3, $4, $5 a piece kind of thing. But just the fact that when it showed up, the condition it was in, and it's still an insert and it's still a Jordan. So in she goes, 9.5 or a 10 on that one as well. This one's a little bit different. This is a 94 Skybox Emotion. This is the Intense. I'm sure you have seen these inserts before. The Jordan is the big one. The Jordan is one that I would really, really like, but with some of these insert sets, and I just wanted some of these Intense cards because they are when I cleaned this thing, the shine that comes off of this card, if you can catch it in the light there, like it's insane. Like they look good on the video here, but in person, it's unreal how nice they look. These cards are like, it's just insane. They're probably one of the nicest insert sets I've ever seen. I haven't in hand had like scoring kings and stuff like that. Whenever that's what everybody says about the scoring kings. It's like, man, wait till you get one in hand. They're just unreal. But so far from what I've seen of this intense, I really want the Jordan, but man, the Jordans is kind of getting out of my price range. Excuse me. So with insert sets that I just can't chase the Jordan, then I chase the Shaq, and I'll go with him instead. So, but yeah, like when it showed up, the first thing I noticed was it was in absolutely fantastic condition. It's got a full black back, and it's a slightly thicker card, not like super thick, but it's just a little bit thicker than normal. And there is absolutely no chipping, no anything on this card. What did I say? There is one tiny little dimple, and you can't even see it. Like it's got to be out of the plastic, and you got to have a bit of a magnifying glass. It's right in here on his shorts, and it's just one of those slightly larger than the normal texture of the card kind of dimples. So hopefully they don't ding it for that, because this card has a definite shot at a 10. And if not a 10, I'm really, really hoping for a 9.5 on it, because it showed up and I was like, you got to be kidding me. This thing is like, for a card from 94, it is absolutely fantastic. So the intents were a 10 card subset, and they were 1 in 18 packs. So you'd probably get about two per box. So any single card is a 1 in 180 pack pull. Absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the, I'd have to say, my favorite 90s insert set so far that I've gotten my hands on, just from the look of it. Like it's unreal. The shine on it is just fantastic. And of course, some basketball, some 90s stuff, and a 90s Marvel card. This is the 92 SpiderMan. This is the McFarlane era set. I bought so much of this stuff back then in 92. The cards themselves, like the actual cards from the set, were like incredibly cheap. They're so paper thin cards and everything else, and really, this is the only reason that I was buying them, was to try to get these prisms. And it's a 6-card insert set. This is number 2, P2. And this is like, you know, guys talk about cracked ice or whatever. I would say this is probably the original cracked ice. If you're a Panini guy or chase the modern stuff, these are fantastic. I love the looks of these cards. And this one, I've seen a couple other videos of guys grading these ones, and like centering and stuff. Who knows? I can't. I went off the back. I picked this one out. I think I got about a dozen of these cards from the insert set. I'm missing one for a complete set. I don't have any of the P3s, but I've got doubles of all the other ones. And yeah, because there's hardly any of these damn things graded, I couldn't really find a good example. I always look, if I'm sending them to SGC, look for an SGC 10, or at least a BGS in a BGS holder, and then they actually say that, you know, what the centering got kind of thing. But I couldn't find any SGC 10s. I couldn't find any PSA 10. Well, and PSA 10s are hard to go by because they're pretty lenient on the centering. So I just went off the back. And if you're going off the back, the centering on this one looks pretty rock solid. But the edges are all good. Corners are fantastic. There's no scratches. This one has no those refractor lines, or the kind of the print line where you can see and it'll kind of change color on one side or the other. A couple of them have those. This one has none of that. It does have a couple very, very, very tiny. I'd never be able to pick them out unless it was out of the plastic and with a magnifying glass, but some very, very, very tiny surface bubbles. So we will see. We'll see how that goes. but I gave it a solid 9.5 just because of the shape of it. There's no scratches, there's no anything else, and I love always putting in a card from when I was collecting back when. And that was, one of those cards that was pack pulled in 92 and sat in a box, so we'll see what it gets. I love my Marvel stuff, and I love my 90s inserts. So there you go. That is the 4-card submission for May. Sending her off the Baubles and Ball cards right away here. Got to package it up, do the customs form, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace!